the top long-distance swimmers in the Bay Area. Considering her many years of both before and after school swim practices, Marisa faces her academic work with the same dedication. She is a student that teachers love to teach because Marisa loves to learn. She has been a valued member of the Priory's campus ministry team, where she has played an integral role in helping with school retreats and planning community service projects. Marisa will be bringing her devotion to community, along with her academic and athletic talent, to Davidson College in North Carolina, where she will proudly represent the Priory in the fall. Marisa Martinson.
Since we began our time here at the Priory, we have eagerly participated in a countdown to our graduation from high school. The measurements began large in years, and it wasn't until the beginning of our senior year that the measurements became smaller, turning into months, then weeks, then days, and then we were down to mere hours and minutes. Now, as we come before you, the countdown has finally reached 0. We have all been impatiently waiting for this day to come, wanting time to speed up, but now that the day is finally here, we feel a strange mixture of emotions, ranging from happy to sad, to excited, to nervous, and even beyond. Today, we are all participating in a rite of passage, our graduation from high school. And we are growing up and moving on in the world. It has come time for us to leave home and the friends we have grown up with in order to make more friends and a new home within our college communities. We are going on to new experiences for which we may or may not be ready for. But we have learned that life doesn't wait. Life is a challenge, constantly changing, and Priory has taught us during our time here that change is the only constant in life. Throughout our years at the Priory, as many as 7 or as few as 2, we have all experienced change together as a class. With the help of faculty, family, and friends, we have learned to handle change and new situations, so we are well equipped for what lies ahead of us. While graduations tend to be a time when we look ahead to the future, I believe it is equally important to look back on what we have learned and accomplished together as a class. This journey of ours began 7 years ago as 34 awkward and apprehensive children came together as the class of 2010. Our class experienced ups and downs as we all grew and matured, although the maturing took a while. As we tortured our teachers all throughout middle school, causing many teachers to even dread teaching us. You all remember sitting in English class in 7th grade, and every time Miss Roughgarden would turn her back to us, they'll scoot our chairs a little forward each time, so by the end we completely boxed her in. In 8th grade we matured a little, and we became the leaders of the middle school, a position we loved dearly. We led the middle school with our Spirit Day theme of Live Strong, and we sold bracelets raising money for the cause. Even in middle school, our class was thinking about the community outside of the Priory bubble. 8th grade also brought drama in the form of health class. For those of you lucky enough to be boys, you spent your classes with the beloved Dr. Erkman, usually playing basketball or some other sport outside. But if you had the misfortune of being a girl, well, let's just say you spent a lot of time talking about body image issues with Miss Moran. Freshman year brought changes, more than 30 of them, and those changes were our new classmates. The size of the original class of 2010 doubled, and it was a new experience to come to school every day and not know everyone around you really well. This change was a positive one, though, and our close-knit family expanded to include new members. A negative change came in the April of our freshman year, as the Priory said goodbye to leader, teacher, and dear friend Dr. John Erkman. Dr. Erkman was a special person to many of us, and he will always be remembered fondly by our class for the special bonds that we shared with him. This was just one of the many unexpected changes that our class went through, and we were able to come together and learn how to go on when a life ends for someone dear to us. Okay, happier now. Okay, some of our class's best moments came in our sophomore year under the leadership of Mr. Lukoch. Our class was clearly the most spirited of all during our Spirit Week with our theme of 300. Watching Mr. Lukacs's video of how it all went down on YouTube over and over and over again is still a favorite pastime of many, particularly the scenes of Sam Wolf dropping to his knees in slow motion over and over again, or Ricky standing on top of the marquee, or what has now become the all too familiar image of Keaton Corona without a shirt on. Our class came together again after the massive oil spill in the San Francisco Bay that year and organized the Buzz for the Bay, in which nearly half the school participated in by cutting their hair, and as well as organizing a beach cleanup at Ocean Beach. Our class realized that there is a world outside of the Priory, one that is in need of our talents and gifts. Our junior year retreat to the Tenderloin in San Francisco introduced us to some of the grim realities of the world outside of the Priory bubble, and we were asked to rethink our lives to discover how we could make a difference in our world. The past 9 months have been a roller coaster of highs and lows as we have heard from colleges and subsequently made our decisions. Some of us quickly way back in December, and some of us not so quickly. Ray, have you decided yet? The reality has set in though. We are not going to be together next year. Rather, we are all going to be part of new classes. Classes of 2014. As seniors, we have been the leaders and have had to set the tone for the school this year. We have been role models and mentors to our fellow and younger Priory students, and hopefully we have made the school a better place for having been here. Our class is special. We are a group of students from tremendously different backgrounds, possessing enormously different talents and interests, and yet we have managed to come together and mesh as one. Our class is full of talented musicians, singers, actors, athletes, academics, and more. We have May and Lonnie, who can sing just about anything at the drop of a hat and sound absolutely amazing. We have Lynn, who can compose amazing classical piano pieces and play for hours. We have Jeff and Sawhill, who wrote No Seniors, No Cry for our retreat, yet we did. We have tennis players, sailors, soccer players, golfers, volleyball players, dancers, basketball players, runners, and much more. And we have some of the smartest kids around. They make calculus sound like no big deal, and they can even make an English sentence sound like a chemical equation that even us who aren't scientifically inclined understand. Each and every one of us has made some contribution to our class, our school, and our surrounding communities throughout our time here. With the knowledge and experience gained during our years here, we are now released out into the world to influence and contribute to new communities. Everything that we have learned from our parents, teachers, coaches, and peers will help us in the journey that lies ahead. This journey will by no means be easy, but it is one that the Priory has prepared us for well. I will miss coming to the Priory next year. I will miss the friendships of the teachers who have pushed me and supported me endlessly the past 7 years. I will miss coming to a place every day where I know all of the faces around me. I will miss all of you, my classmates of 2010, the most. You have all made the past 7 years here so wonderful, and our colleges are so lucky to have you. Each of you will go out into the world and make a difference in your own way. And who knows, someday we may all find ourselves back here together again, a family reunited. I wish all of you the best of luck, not that any of you need it at all. Congratulations, class of 2010. We did it.
Thank you, Marissa. This year, the honor of valedictorian honors Marissa Jeanette Martinson.